There was once a man who was going to his office. On the way, he stopped to catch a bus. When he went into the bus was overcrowded. It was so crowded that there was no space to even stand comfortably. So the man hustled and tried his best to get into a position where he could be comfortable, where he could travel comfortably. Suddenly, the bus jerked and stopped all of a sudden. Everybody fell forward, and the man also fell forward to his front. The man could not understand what happened because everything happened so fast and so quickly. The man did not realize that he had stepped his foot onto someone in this process. The person standing in front of him shouted at him and told him that he should stand properly. The man apologized and said that he did nothing deliberately and everything happened all of a sudden without even knowing anything. The man became furious at his reply and he said that you should be sorry for your actions and you should be really thankful that you are in a bus, you have got the bus to your office. There are many people who even did not catch the bus, who missed their bus. You could catch the bus and you are going to reach your office on time. You should be thankful to God. The man did not apologize. The man said that I did nothing knowingly. Everything happened out of haste. Everybody fell forward, so I also fell forward. But even after his repeated sayings that he did not do anything knowingly and everything was done in a mistake, the man whom he had climbed upon continued to shout. So what went wrong? Where was this man wrong? Or was the second man wrong in the way he reacted? There are many times when a sudden brawl or a sudden argument that ensues between people on the road turns into a violent behavior. Why does this happen? This happens basically when the ego of somebody is hurt in this process. Somebody cannot avoid his ego getting hurt in this process. When we think our egos are much greater than the conflicts that surround us, that can be easily managed with a few minor discussions, then the problem arises. In this case also, the ego of the second man was hurt. He thought, how could anyone step onto me like that? Even though he knew in his heart that the first person was not wrong. this ego then turns into arrogance. How did he do it? How can he do this to me? How can anybody do anything like this to me? In this case, the person in question thinks of himself as a very, very big person for whom everything is smaller than him, or he is bigger than everything else in this world. Arrogance can be avoided, but people choose not to. Arrogance comes in between many conflicts. Such conflicts can usually be avoided with the help of healthy discussions, but arrogance avoids it. People are like, how can he or she do this to me? How can he or she say this to me? How can anybody do this to me? How can this be done to me? How can that be done to me? Is all called arrogance. This arrogance comes from within. People do not want to be shown small in front of others. They want to show that they are also not less than anybody in this world, that they are also somebody who demands respect. So basically, this arrogance is the root cause of many problems. This arrogance comes from within. It can be avoided, but people choose not to avoid it. There is no way that they think that we can help and undo the things that we are doing in arrogance. Arrogance is also in people's nature. Many people think that they are saying this out of arrogance because it is in their nature. It is within them. They can't control it. Arrogance can be controlled. It can be controlled by thinking that we are very small in front of God. We are very small as compared to this entire universe. We are a tiny thing. We are basically nobody and nothing. When we start thinking of us as something big, then arrogance develops. But when we think that we are very small as compared to big things in this universe, this arrogance fades away. So basically, whenever we get arrogant, we are moving away from God, and we are moving away from the fact that God has made us equal, and God has made us so small and tiny that it should not be in our nature to be arrogant. We are God's creation. God is not our creation. We are a part of this universe. This universe is not a part of us. When we understand this fact, the arrogance that lies within melts away.